Hello, Commanders fans! Today we have some hot news that you can't miss, so get ready because there's a lot of important information coming your way. Before we begin, we'd like to take this opportunity to subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell, and stay up to date on all the news about our Washington Commanders. Don't forget to leave a like, which greatly strengthens our community and helps bring this content to the most passionate fans of the team. Now, without further ado, let's get straight to today's news. David Blough delivers the message that Terry McLaurin and the Commanders needed most. The receiving game runs through him. Few Washington Commanders players were under as much scrutiny during the disappointing 2025 season as star wide receiver Terry McLaurin. The player, who was selected to the second All-Pro team in 2024, began his seventh year in Washington by missing training camp and preseason during a dramatic standoff over his contract with general manager Adam Peters. The issue was resolved in time for the regular season, but he had a slow start and then suffered a quadricep/hip flexor injury in Week 3 against the Las Vegas Raiders. McLaurin missed 7 of Washington's next 8 games, finishing the season with 582 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns on 38 receptions. He will need to bounce back next season as much as any other player, and he will need to do so in a revamped offense. Fortunately, the new offensive coordinator, David Blough, has a plan. David Blough promises to rebuild the Commanders' passing attack around Terry McLaurin. If there was any doubt that McLaurin no longer fit into the Commanders' plans for the future, Blough immediately dismissed it. He not only wants the Ohio State graduate to regain his best form, but also to be more involved than ever. The goal is to build the team around how to get Terry to catch 10 passes per game. Blough's words probably shouldn't be taken literally, but let's assume so. McLaurin has never caught 10 passes per game in his career, not even close. His highest number of receptions was in 2020, when the ball was thrown to him 134 times in 15 games. McLaurin has always been known for his consistency and reliability, racking up over 1,000 receiving yards in every season he's been healthy except his rookie year. But he's also known for being sidelined in Washington's offense at times. There have been many occasions over the years where he simply hasn't received the ball enough. This was especially problematic during McLaurin's 2 seasons under recently fired offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury. Despite having the best year of his career in 2024, his 117 receptions were the fewest since 2019. To put that in context, he was on track for 102 receptions if he had played all 17 games in 2025. The Dolphins could part ways with their $84 million star in a trade with the Commanders, Broncos, or Titans. The Miami Dolphins are entering one of the most uncertain off-seasons in recent years. The franchise is going through a delicate moment after missing the playoffs for 2 consecutive seasons, a scenario that has led to profound changes in the team's structure. Coach Mike McDaniel was fired, giving way to Jeff Hafley, while the front office also underwent restructuring with the arrival of new general manager John Eric Sullivan. One of the biggest problems with the roster is precisely at the most important position in American football, quarterback. The situation involving Tua Tagovailoa is considered unstable, and there are rumors that the team may choose to follow another path this offseason. The major obstacle is that Miami still doesn't have a clear replacement, which increases the feeling of uncertainty within the organization. Given this scenario, the idea of a broader rebuilding process is gaining traction. If this actually happens, even important names on the roster could be involved in trades. Among them is wide receiver Jaylen Waddle, a player with a long-term contract who was once a key part of the offense, but who could become a valuable asset in a possible restructuring. Despite starting his career with 3 consecutive seasons surpassing the 1,000-yard receiving mark, Waddle has seen a drop in production in the last 2 years. Even so, his 2025 numbers, 910 yards and 6 touchdowns, are noteworthy, especially considering the inconsistent performance of the Dolphins' quarterbacks. According to recent analyses, 3 teams appear as possible destinations in a potential trade: the Washington Commanders, the Denver Broncos, and the Tennessee Titans.
Both Washington and Denver are looking to strengthen their receiving core to accelerate the development of their young quarterbacks, Jayden Daniels and Bo Nix. Both franchises already have established #1 receivers, Terry McLaurin and Courtland Sutton, but Waddle's arrival could create extremely explosive and versatile duos, raising the offensive potential of these teams. Tennessee sees the 27-year-old receiver as a chance to provide an immediate point of reference for quarterback Cam Ward, strengthening an aerial attack that urgently needs more dynamism and efficiency. It remains to be seen if the Dolphins will act.
Giants player signed for $70 million and currently a free agent is expected to join the Commanders instead of returning to New York. When it comes to priority free agents this offseason, wide receiver Wan'Dale Robinson is at the top of the New York Giants list, or close to it. Robinson had the best year of his career in 2025, with 92 receptions for 1,014 yards and 4 touchdowns, his personal bests in yards and scoring. It remains to be seen if the Giants will keep him on the roster. We know New York needs receivers, and this problem is made even more serious by the fact that there is no guarantee that Malik Nabers will be ready for Week 1 after suffering an ACL tear last season. But Robinson will likely demand a high contract. SpotTrack projects 4 years and $70.5 million, and the Giants may not be willing to pay that much after what was his truly exceptional first season in the NFL. The New York Giants' salary cap situation isn't ideal either, as head coach John Harbaugh and general manager Joe Schoen have only $6.9 million available before cuts and restructuring. If the Giants don't renew Robinson's contract, Matt Johnson of Sportsnaut predicts he'll end up with the Washington Commanders as a free agent. We expect the Washington Commanders to invest heavily this offseason using the 2026 NFL Draft to bolster Dan Quinn's defense while simultaneously acquiring players who could immediately contribute to the offense, supporting Jayden Daniels in NFL free agency. Wan'Dale Robinson, coming off a season with over 1,000 yards, is an excellent slot receiver who averaged 7.2 yards per target in 2025 and excels at creating quick separation. He will effectively complement Terry McLaurin and allow Washington to use their top 10 pick on an edge rusher. The Commanders also face problems at the wide receiver position as Deebo Samuel is about to become a free agent, leaving the team with only Terry McLaurin and a group of inexperienced players behind him. This isn't exactly the ideal scenario for the Commanders, who are trying to develop a young quarterback, Jayden Daniels, who is coming off a disappointing season marked by injuries. Therefore, and considering general manager Adam Peters' desire for a younger and faster team, Robinson makes sense for Washington. The 25-year-old can make plays at all 3 levels and possesses explosive speed that makes him a threat anywhere on the football field. The Commanders also